Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Last time out then, actually before I do that, still got scratchy voice, still might have the chance to cough, still apologise. Last time out then, we built this line here, which runs from Walsall, which is here, up through Harwich via the most roundabout way possible, then to Needham Market, and here it splits in two. Half of it comes down this way to St Neots and then to Castleford. The other half runs to Hessel, Frome and Spalding. Now, I made a throwaway comment last episode about carriage sidings down here, or some kind of shed or something like that. And actually, it's not the worst idea. So I think that's what we're actually going to build today. We're going to try and build some sheds and make it look really nice and really cool. The other thing, between episodes, I was doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I noticed at Harwich we had a bus station here as well. So we had one here and we had one here. Now the line from Farringdon, it started up here, right there it is, and it runs down to here, and then it ran to here, and then back again. Harwich bus started here and ran all around Harwich, and all the other bus lines from all the other towns that come into Harwich, of which there are a lot, all ran to this bus station here. So I thought, why not just move it? So the new bus station is here. This is Harwich bus station. And if I open up the lines panel and just focus on the ones that we can see here, you can see so the railway line here as well, of course, but Farringdon to Harwich bus. Farringdon bus, actually, we can't see that one, so I don't know why that's on there. Harwich to BS, which I think is... What's BS? Apart from this series, of course. Is it Banbury Shore? Yeah, to Harwich. That makes more sense. Then we got Harwich to Walsall, Harwich bus, Needham Market to Harwich, Swaddling Coat to Harwich, and Walsall to Needham Market, which I don't actually think runs this way at all. I think it just happens to... it's the railway. There we go. But yeah, they all come in here now. There's a massive bus station that we've built. Hopefully it doesn't get too clogged, and hopefully this set of road junctions here doesn't get too clogged either. I don't know when the traffic light was invented, but it'll be very useful to have right about now, but we don't actually have access to it yet. And the great thing is, it does serve the station, and the station serves the bus station, so they can now walk to and from, and that's really awesome. So I want to get trains running on these new lines, but before we can do that, we do actually need somewhere to stable them, to have a depot. So that's what we're going to focus on today, and we're going to have some very ugly gradients in and out of a set of sheds over here, but hopefully it's going to look glorious when it's done, when it's complete. So should we get into it? I think we should get into it. First of all then, let's build the approach from this track here. So I think you're going to branch off like this, kind of to here. I'm going to keep you level. At this point, oh hang on, no, we're not going to keep you level. First mistake, you see. We're also going to curve you away a little bit like this. There we go. Then we're going to bring you around like this, where the whole time you are climbing. Basically to here. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, because I think it will look a little ugly otherwise. And we want you... think like that. I mean, even that looks a little too high, so then we're going to do this. From here we're then going to go straight across in a bridge design, like also flat, please. Let's do it like that. Actually no, let's do it like this. There we go. And then from here, you're going to be curving back down to ground level on an embankment. Which is going to look something like, I guess, this. I think that's fine. I've seen better, I've seen worse. It'll do. It'll do. And yeah, we're going to keep it coming down, 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 down. like that, and then here you're just going to run like this, I guess. Although before that, do I still have the... Maybe I don't. I thought I had the ladder track thing still, but maybe I don't anymore. So I'm actually going to have to do it manually, which is going to be interesting, unless it's under this, which it isn't. Huh. I thought I'd actually installed that one again, but I guess not. So yeah, gonna have to do it manually. So yeah, here then, you're gonna go around like this. I guess we'll keep you flat for now, and then here you're just gonna be a long bit of track that's perfectly flat. There we are. Come back to that in a second. Now, for this side here is going to be fairly simple because we can just scooch off like this. And it can run parallel briefly, but eventually it will come up. Now it's unfortunate that there is too much slope because that would have been ideal. That's doable though. I don't know how good that looks. It does seem a little pointless, actually, to have it do that. So, because it's literally climbing up just to drop down again. We are going to do a little bit of climbing to drop, but not like that. I think we're actually going to bring it round a little bit more. There you go. A bit more like so. The reason being is we're going to have junctions and stuff coming off this, so it makes sense to do that. Now for the out track here, I kind of wanted to give myself a little bit more space for this one, and if I do it from this is more space. And the reason I wanted more space for this one is because this is the one that is actually going to be used more often. I feel. It might not actually. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to come out like this, and then from here it's going to just climb. Like so. And then when we get over here, it can be a little flatter now. In fact, even that might have to come up a little bit more. That's pretty good, I would say. Like that. And then here again, it's going to go straight across. Perfect. Might as well use the same bridge type. Okay. There is one bit actually that's missing from this, but I can fix that momentarily, I reckon. Yeah. I reckon so. Let's do this for a second. And then hopefully I can get this down. Again, you can already see why we need so much space for all this. I think this bridge here is actually... I don't know, because if you look at the signals, it's about the right height. I think the problem is... it's really hard to tell. That's the big problem. I think if I was to do this now, bend it a little bit, make it flat. Put it back in like so, and now go across like that. And then bring it down. Again, you can kind of see how the my goodness, actually that's still very high. How long does it take to actually become parallel? Wow, all the way over there. This one actually, I'm almost tempted to tunnel under then rather than bridge over. That, yeah. Let's see how feasible that is instead. This could end up being a colossal waste of time, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it to look as good as that again, but never mind. So let's, for a second, let's draw this to here. Like that. Now here I want this dead straight, dead flat to about there. Now I want like 10 tracks. If I was to draw 10 tracks off here, how would that look? It's not the worst. And I guess from here I can just keep adding tracks if I wanted to. We'll come back to this in a second. I'll try something else first. So the other thing we need to do is create, or do we actually? So we've got, yeah, so I'm thinking of trains coming into this side of Walsall as well, of which there will be some, of course. I just love watching that. So many train movements, it's amazing. Trains that are coming from the depot and are heading out onto this line here. And I think the best way to do it is to move this signal here to there. Destroy this one, bulldoze that one. And then take this track here and connect it up like so. Now, assuming there's no issues with the junction, which it appears as though there isn't, that is actually connected quite nicely. Now, what that does mean is this line here is briefly bi-directional. Probably up to, like, this point here where it joins up again, at which point it will probably branch off and connect up to something else. So that's right. Cool. These little stubs that have appeared out of nowhere. Not quite sure what's happened there. And yeah, back to track building. So from here, we're going to do something very similar to what we had before, except now we're going to get it to drop down. I think if I get it to maybe there. That does work. Can I actually get it to create a tunnel? No. Okay, so I need to, this bit here at least, make it a little steeper. Something like that, maybe. And then under the rails we go. There we go. We want to get it as close as possible. It doesn't necessarily have to be close on this side, but as close as possible on this side without messing things up, I was going to say, but then it won't mess things up anyway. So there we are. Can I really not get it any? There's your limit. Nope. Yes. No. Hey. Weird. Okay, hang on. I don't really want it to be going down still while it's going through the tunnel. Let's come at this from literally a different angle. Let's come around like this as we slope down. And then here we want to keep coming down and round. How low are we? I think there should be fine. And then underneath like that. Actually, yeah, if we can start climbing this side, that would be cool. That tells me we're way too deep now, though. Yeah, those of you who get frustrated with like track laying in this game, I can totally relate right now. This is not the most pleasurable experience I've ever had in this game. That's mighty close right there to being perfect. If I was to do this now, first of all, you can see just how crazy this is. Second of all, if I made this just a fraction longer, and again, we've got space here, so let's utilize this space by I reckon, well, we'll let autosave do its thing, but I reckon if we curve the sidings this way and then have an engine shed over here, I think that would look good. I think that would work very well. So let's bring these around. Again, keep it flat. It's an interesting noise for a ship to make. Did not mean to do the parallel tracks. Actually, that was dumb on my part, that was. Now I'm thinking, like, in terms of realism and stuff like that, this wasn't all built in the 1800s, but I'm thinking of the Spirit of Steam add-on from Train Sim World, where, I don't know why that bit wasn't added either, where, if you go to the depot at Liverpool, there's lines going everywhere, literally everywhere. Every square inch of the site is a railway line doing something or other. That's something I want to try and copy here. And that includes things like engine sheds, carriage sidings, the works, basically. So if I was to get this as close as possible, which apparently is there, obviously that's going to be an embankment. I don't like how that looks, but I could probably fix that this side of things. We can turn this into a viaduct or something, just as the game has done there for me, which is very nice. But I want to do my own, maybe like blue brick, something like this. But yeah, there's like flyovers, there's dive unders, there's all sorts of things going on, and it all looks very cool. And that's something, again, I want to replicate here. And also, it will let me do it, which it won't, so I'm probably going to have to bulldoze. See if I can do it here. If I was to turn a line this way, that's to access the engine shed, which is also going to branch off there. Okay, parallel tracks, yes please, and we're going to make this a different type of bridge, and what have I got? Maybe something just like that. Yeah. Probably reduce the curve there now, because of the way it works. Probably do something, oh, hello. Seriously? I literally just had a line here. Okay. I was just looking at the speed limit of it, but apparently I'm my hands are tied. Alright, guess we're doing it like this. This is for trains leaving, heading in that direction, which, yeah. As for this crossover, by the way, I'm going to do it like that. Which actually doesn't look good at all. I'm probably going to... I could do it on the bridge here, I suppose, if it lets me. Like so. That's fine. That doesn't look bad. Alrighty. And then, yeah, where this meets. This is going to become our new our new thing. So already, again, I've done goofed. Build it dead straight. Like so. And like so. Okay. That's all good. Now, again here, these are going to curve away and it's going to culminate in a depot or something over there. This one here, it's just going to be, it's all eye candy basically. There will be a functional depot here, which we'll use in a second for our actual services. Although we might have to have a connection on this side as well for the two that start at Needham Market. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it in a yeah, cross that bridge. Just realised it, yeah, because it's literally a bridge. So let's go with like 16 tracks from here, and we're just going to curve them around like this. Perfectly flat, perfectly level, and it's going to look something like that. And I like that. That looks good to me. Now obviously from here, you're going to just come across like this, although it can probably be smaller than this. We need it big enough to actually have junctions coming off it. Let's do this. Get rid of these. Like so. Then we can get rid of these ones. Those ones can stay. So here, I think this one, actually this one can probably start over here and come out. If I was to do that, and then from here, you would connect up, and then that one. See, this is where it becomes a bit annoying. I guess we could do that, or let's start again. So these three here are going to be double slips. That's fine. Take these ones back. So from here, I think you're going to connect up to that one, but we're going to go as close to this double slip as we can. Not even actually checked if these can be double slips. Yes, they can, thank goodness. Like so. And then, yeah, from here, you're going to come out and connect up. Actually, probably to that one. Right, and then you're going to connect to this one. You're going to connect to this one. Right, and then you're going to come in like this. As close as possible. And then I think this one is going to, or maybe this one. Maybe this one. Which should probably work better actually if it went like that. And then this one connected to it like that. Cool. Now we've got to try and do something similar on the other side. Which is going to be fun. I could get it to thread that gap, which is just not going to happen, is it? No. Yeah, because we've now got the problem. I mean, it could still be a way to make it work. Maybe if we started it here. Oh, there you go. See, that one goes through like that. And then if I just move that one, there it is. And then, yeah, you can come all the way over. Like so. Now, this side, I might actually keep these as tracks and have them just curve around and end over here. So these could probably get away with just being double slips, which would be way more helpful. Also, I'm tempted to make this all rusty track, so I'm going to have to convert all that in a bit as well. There we are. Right, these are the storage tracks. Man, that was a faff. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. Let's find out. I have a feeling it's going to be like this one, but I could be wrong. I am wrong. Is it going to be the middle one? That would be more helpful. It is the middle one. Excellent. Yeah, and it will just end there. Extra extra storage sidings, which is nice. And then I guess we can do another set of ladders here. Although if I can get them closer and have them even cross over. Again, it's just a case of finding where the sweet spot is. Which there might just not be one here. Construction not possible. Yeah, I'm going to assume that that's a no-go. So I'm just going to say from here, we're going to have another set of ladders that are going to go like that. And then you. That one, no, apparently. That one and that one. Interesting that one can't be. I guess it's slightly curved there, but again, this is eye candy, so it doesn't need to be actually functional. Okay, and then over here, we need it to all dissolve down into single tracks. What was it? It was 16, wasn't it? So if we now go down to like 13, I think it would be from this one. Yes. Although 13 is a bit too much still. I think like we do 8, then 4, then 2. We could just have 2 depots next to each other, I suppose, and have 2. It's not the worst idea. So again, it's that one. There we are, and then 4. And then 2. Cool. And now this is our guide to getting all these tracks back in. So I can literally go from here up and across to there. Do the same thing this side. End that one there, and that one there. Actually, let's end, like, cut all these back now. Okay, so let's say from here, if you come in like this, and then this pair is going to come in like that one, and then this one. I guess we could do like that. It works. These two can then, or these 3 can then all come across. Interesting how this is worked out now. Bear with. It's gonna have a little think. What I'm going to do is actually cut these back again. What on earth has happened there? What would be awesome is if I could get all these just to go in basically like they're doing now. It's not quite working out. That one does. That works. And then these ones is where we're going to have to possibly start, or these center 2, definitely. Are going to have to connect up in the middle. So if we did this, get it a little bit closer, do it like that, and then from here, again it can get closer. Maybe from like there. not bad actually. And then from here, that's quite close. I'm just going to do it like that, because I feel like that's the simplest way to do it. And then we can do the same thing this side. And then this one, connect. Huh. I suppose we can make it non-symmetrical and do this. And then from here, you would connect up like that. I like that. That works too. That's fine. This one, I think, is this one. We've got a bit of a gap there now as well, which is fine. This one here is going to connect up like that, and then this one here is going to connect up like that. That's, yeah, I can live with that. And then from here, if we go one this way, and that's a depot. And then this one this way, a bit straighter. These fit. I'll be very happy if this fits. Oh, it's so close. In that case, I'm going to just drag you out a little bit further. You will now fit. Yeah. Perfect. So if we ever turn on Line Manager for the trains, we now have ways for trains to get in and out of this whole site, which is good. This is all eye candy. Most of this will be eye candy, to be honest. The way I tend to do that is if I do signals here, and if I grab this, I'll make it one way and just plop them at the entrance. So this one is actually quite easy. Go there. Oh, come on. So I've not got auto sig turned on, so it's not going to be that. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. So this one I think is going to be the actual line heading out. No, sorry. This one is the line that's actually heading out. So the next one is going to be not one way. And then all the rest of them are going to be one way again. And that restricts trains entering all of these but the one that it's actually meant to, which is cool. Plus, you know, sidings need signals, so that works. You could probably place some of these ones a little bit closer to the actual switch there, but it's fine. Other end, we're going to do, not auto sig, what am I doing? We'll do something very similar, where we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this one I am hoping is the right one, and then you're going to go there, and it's going to work like that. Now I did say about having a line in this direction coming out as well, and that could end up being what this is. This might just come down and connect up to the line there, and we might just have a depot like over here that connects to this line instead. Maybe. I don't know yet. And to be honest, right now, I don't feel like building a loco shed, but I'm probably going to end up doing it anyway, because it's, you know, the right thing to do. Doesn't mean I necessarily am thrilled with the idea, but it would, this line here, for example, will just branch off and it will swing around like this. And then this one will come up. Like so, and then you're going to swing around like that. And then you're going to swing around like that. And then that's our loco shed. Again, this side here, it's probably not as important, in all honesty. probably not as important. I am going to signal this section of line now, though, because we are going to have trains running out of here soon. So we're going to have one there, one approximately there, and then another one approximately there. And I think, for this bit at least, that's all we need. For coming in, considering that's where it branches off, we're going to have one here. And then another one. We're going to have one definitely here before the lines converge again. And then one roughly halfway along this section, which is going to be about there, I'd say. Once we've got the convergence here, this is going to become one way again. And obviously this one here is going to remain one way. And then from here onwards, it's just going to be a free fall. I don't think I've actually lined this up correctly, but it's fine. They can cross over. That's what that's for at the end of the day. We might actually add another crossover here just to make sure that it does in fact work, or even say if it lets me, which I don't think it will do now. I'd have loved to have added one here, and I'm actually gutted that that doesn't work. Alrighty. Let's get these loco shed ones done. And then we can look at eye candy. It's going to be something like this. And then it's going to bump up to like, I don't know, 5 tracks for a little bit. It's going to be dead straight like this. And then from... I'm going to assume that that will work. Like that. How does that look with the sleeper? Actually, that's fine. That doesn't look too bad. You're going to come in here. If from here, I can have one that crosses over. Yep. And then from there to there. I believe that's every line accessible from every other line, which is awesome. And then over here, we're just going to have it all whittled down into a single track. Probably like this, but maybe a bit more finesse. Actually, I kind of want it offset. So I'm going to do it on this line here. And then here it's going to curve around, and that'll be where the depot goes. This line here is just going to come in like this. That's absolutely fine. This one is just going to come out like that, as is this one. And then this middle line would have been really cool if it was put in there. It's actually kind of annoying. Right, hang on. You're going to do that. You're going to do this. And you're going to do this. Now, if I recall, I do actually have a shed. Yeah, actually. Oh, better. Much better. Oops, did not mean to cut all that back, but never mind. Spin you round. Where do you lock? Yeah. No. Doesn't quite work. Let's just leave one. So GWR shed. You're going to connect there. We're going to go weathered, obviously, because why would you not? Let's do like a random assortment of open and closed. There we go. Okay. Open. From here, you Yes. Now this one, I want it to come out and connect up there. This one, so there. And then this one, wherever the end is, I think is there. No. There. You're going to connect to that one. With this also connecting to it. But also this one, like bypassing. That's, I did not know you could do that, but that's not what I wanted to do. Flat, please. There we go. And you're going to bypass this and you're going to come around like this. And on the other side of these, let's go from this one. Like that. You're going to come around like this. You're going to connect up like that. This one is going to come in like this. This one's going to come in like this. And this one is probably going to connect up to this one like that. There we go. Now, if I've got a water tower, like I believe I do, yep. Let's stick this here. Now, what can I do with this? GWR, first and foremost. Length +3. No, +2. +1. +1. Depth +1. I'm gonna make it massive if I can. Yep. Height. How tall do we want it? No, normal. Auto should be fine actually, and same with depth. Yep. Scale should be fine. Brick mixed. Brick dark. Yeah. Or auto again. I don't know what these mean. Does that have a plinth? Doesn't look like it has a plinth, but sure. Tank height, auto. What does 3 look like? So that's that one. Alright, yeah, auto. Ladder, fine. Base door. Yeah, fire buckets, yeah, and then ground texture. Do we have anything that's like ashy? The trains are loud, aren't they? We'll just go with none and just paint under it. I'm going to go with none and paint under it. So you're going to go there. Like that, and then somewhere. Whoops. Coal? Do I not have coal? No, I don't. Huh. Fair enough. We're going to get a signal box out for this bit here, but mainly for this bit over here. So we're going to go with GWR. Brown is fine. It just needs to be a small... Actually, I say that. There's quite a lot of junctions here. So I don't know what that's just done. No idea. That's good. Base material. Brick dark, I think would work best. Base windows. Also brick dark. Roof gable ended. That sounds cool. Steps. Yeah, we'll have corner steps. That's fine. Base door, auto, fire buckets, yes. Lamp, yes. Signalman position, we could go with it outside just to make it look nice. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's on the stairs there, that's cool. And again, ground texture, we'll go with none. So I'm going to stick one there. We're going to have a smaller one at this end of things. So for length, we'll go with normal. I'm just going to plonk you in a position where you can see everything. Sure. Then for this side, we're going to go with a little bitty signal box, and you're going to sit there. Again, that's just for train movements and things like that. Cool. Alrighty. Anything else? Yes. Now we can start looking at locos and carriages. So I don't know what carriages actually come under. I don't know what all is. Not a clue. Oh, here we go. Generic British coaches. So let's go with aged brown and cream. Is that the right ones? Looks like it. Or brown with cream panels. I have no idea what that looks like. Yeah, that's kind of what we're running with right now. I love the aged look. That would explain why they're in storage rather than out on the line. So let's dot a few of these around. You can actually couple these together if you're smart about it. Which I think is what I'm doing here. And then I'm literally just gonna randomly place some carriages. I've got to make sure to not do it on the center two tracks, of course. So go with one there, we'll go with a couple here. One, and then one, two, and then down this end, because again you've got to do lots of random placing. Kind of like that, I suppose, and then we can go for some brake vans. Now these I feel like would be kind of together, so stick those like that. Then we got some third class brake ends. Actually, I'm going to put one more there. Third class brake ends. Again, I feel like these would be somewhat together. I don't know if there's a way to turn these around. I might have just found it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Some first class ones. We'll keep these ones new. We'll just say no one uses first class on the railway, so they took the carriages out of service. There we go. And then some of these again. And again, we can have some new ones dotted around. They don't always have to be old and weathered. And go watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's these two. I wonder if I could put something on here to not accidentally place something on it, but I don't think that would work. The problem we've got right now is these are massive sidings and the carriages are not that big, so it looks like they're just very randomly placed. Truth is, in the future we will come through here and we'll make this look way more populated, but right now it's fine. Put some locos in now then. So over here we could have some locos simmering away. I genuinely thought I broke the game then. That would have been awful. What year are we? 1870. 1885 we're in, so we only really have access to these ones. Which again is one of those like minor irritations. I'm going to remove you because chances are, whoops, chances are if I do end up being able to have trains running through here as well, I want a line clear, so I'm just going to use that one. There you go. Not quite as random as I'd have liked, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. In terms of the tracks here then, I need to swap all these to rusted. There we go. Those are slow freight trains, aren't they? Yep, all of that's done. All of these now are going to get done. So again, it's basically going to be rusty track right up to about there. Same here. So this one is going to be rusty up to there. There we go. And then all of this track here is going to be rusty. So we're going to have slow trains running through. But that's fine. 20 miles an hour isn't the worst speed coming through here. The only time it will probably feel really slow is when we've got loads of new trains coming out and they're all blocking each other. That's when it will be torturous. But right now, it's fine. There is one more thing we need to do before we can start running trains today, which will be the last thing we do in today's episode. It's a bit of a change of pace, this one, actually. I've actually enjoyed doing this. It's a nice change. Quite fun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching it too. I'm going to remove this depot then, which I know we've only just placed. I think it actually would work better if run this line in like this. Of course, this bit here is going to be normal track again. There we are. And right now I'm going to put a two-way signal in level with this one just to control train flow. Could possibly do the same thing up here, but it could end up with... I don't know actually. This might be fine. Just do that. And then down here, this track here is going to turn into a depot road. So I'm going to cut it back like so. I'm going to turn that off. Pull this out, and yeah, we can have you slope down a little bit, that's fine. And I should now be able to fit. There we are. It's a bit... I'm not sure I like that actually. Didn't quite work out as I'd hoped. Let's try this again. Getting these in is always the tricky bit. So maybe if I build the depot first and then build the track. That worked. That looks alright, I'd say. Works quite well with the slope of the land and everything. Alrighty. So this is going to be for trains heading out this way to service all these lines. And then this one is going to be for trains heading to and from Walsall, basically. So I think we're ready to get trains running. Now, something else I can do here is if I grab signals and one-ways. So this one here, if I place you halfway down and then do the same thing with you, and I've just realised, actually these are the right, bear with. So it's the 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to count again now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. And come on. I mean, I've already placed one now, so I can zoom in. Sure, there. Whatever. There you go. So we can have 2 trains in each section now, which should speed things up a lot. Let's get some trains out then. Eventually, yeah, we'll have like multiple units and stuff all in here as well, and it'll look really cool. This is Walsall Depot. I know it says Harwich there, but this is Walsall. Let's be clear about that. Steam. What do I want? Saddle tank? Possibly. We've got saddle tanks on industrial stuff though, so I think it's going to be this one still. And then passenger wagons. Now we do have access to these now. Which are quite expensive. But do look cool. And they've got quite large capacities, and I feel like this corridor is going to be particularly well used. So you are ease. So if I go for... Oh wait, no. It's the number. It's not the... Okay. That's easier. So I'm going to get like 4 of these. Which is quite a lot of money. But it's fine. And you're going to run on the Walsall to Needham Market route. There we are. Right, I can't pin you, so I'm going to have to rely on this working. Let's come over here then. So steam, one of you, like so. And then wagons. We're going to go with the older ones again for this. Third class, not third class brake front. I want third class, there we are. 2 and... Already, that's wrong. Third class brake rear. There we go. So that's a capacity of 48, which does actually feel small. So I'm going to grab another third class carriage. And I hope these lines are popular. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 4 are going to go Needham Market to Castleford. Unable to find path to stop. That's interesting. So you're this one here, right? Banbury. So you're going to come out through here, through here, through here, onto the main line. And then up this way. Can you not cross over here? Yes, you can. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's try the Spalding. Unable to find path to stop. Huh. Is it because there's a long gap in the way or something? I don't get it. Oh! No, I do get it. It's because there's no crossover from here. So I'm going to have to do like another ladder. Which is to... Yeah, technically it's to that one, so that's fine. You and you. And now it should work. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why we check these things, you see, because you end up making mistakes otherwise. There you go. And now you to Castleford. Boom. Right. Zoom out. Check Needham Market. Destinations. I mean, there's 280 people, 279 people now heading to Needham Market from Needham Market, and only 15% of them are on public transport, so that needs to change. St Neots, 52%, Harwich 84%, and everywhere else 100%, which is good to see. And we've already got passengers waiting here, which is fabulous. All the way up at Spalding, which I feel like we're going to need like another 2 trains on this line already. And we've barely even gone anywhere. Castleford, no. Let's get those 2 trains out now, because I'm going to forget otherwise. I'm going to do that. What's your frequency? 3 minutes. Yours is 4 minutes, and the one from Walsall is 5 minutes. So you're going to need another one. Bring that down to 4. There you go. I think 4 is about right. I think 10 is what we're actually operating to elsewhere. That sounds familiar. That's 7. That's pretty close to 10. But yeah, that will do it for this episode, guys. That's another hour of my life and another hour of your lives that we've spent building this awesome train depot. I'm just going to zoom in here. This, hopefully, is going to be the thumbnail. There we go. For the video. What are you waiting for? Probably this train here to cross over. I like this. I think this looks good. What I will do in future is replace this dive under here with an actual bridge on the above level. And then we can probably get a little closer. Oh god, that's loud. Zoom out. The roll wheel on my mouse is messed up. And it means, yeah, it doesn't zoom out as much as it should. That's annoying. But yeah, I'm loving this. This looks awesome. Can't wait to see how it looks when it's all done. So yeah, Walsall to Needham Market. We do actually have passengers waiting, which is fantastic as well. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time, I will see you soon.